joy sometimes when I go back to SA and I say to people, our currency, the CD, is stronger than the rand.
Yeah.
That person, he or she will never vote for MPP because
MPP for our own strength ain't mean for victory. My own. Yes, a floating voters we can.
Enye enkembo mu amanye enye disaster esi wo MPP munti na Ghana for gina so de to abati amu eye madwuma boni amu beyeye eno nti na Ghana for to abati amu 2024 and they have forgotten say won madwuma fo am won mo boye eno nti na de santwe we baye abusua mame samwo kwaba ebiem emra dwuma de esu ya sanso athanase a ensama ekoso ewo oman Ghana mu yede ni nyina ebre aifo eno achi no abusuan panikovu so duomi abiebie nsem nim na edimo nkomo okopiem ewo amanone a abusuan abrofo no nyina hu de yakoso ewo oman Ghana mti omo de abasobode yakese ena ekọ ede ama his excellency John Dramani Mahama na womo se abrofo so oman ready se omo beba be invest ewo oman Ghana msanse afi 2025 His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eteki over na ena eniema start yese ekoyenti womo inyuma ewo man Ghana mu no eniema ekoye quick one yeberam na fenia information a efi ho basove bi so todwa ama president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de o si biega bonabusuya ano edin eno chi NPP amanyoko no so still enkomo bebre ena fi ho eba na strategy bi ena o ma fa this time o ma say o ma de ba na 2028 o ma de aba for election abusuya ensen be to dana Ghana for te sansem no ensen bebre so na frechi eba baransa na no abusuya oye school no so a o say 68% of Ghanaians approve of President Mahama's performance. We a Institute of Economic Affairs ena wamakwa sa soveya omode sansami ababe tudase President John Dramani Mahama mamuo no Ghana for 68% say ai bibia perfect eniema ekoye ba quick one iye ni nkomai.
Okay mame encha ya hwefo brighter de ma asem we eye me nwanwa enkenya nwanwa but de ye me ma ne ye me nwanwa ne say ebra wo hwa koko abetodwa se sikasem wakoye den enti MPP for miracles aboaje titiru enam cocoa farms ani cocoa akuafo di nkomo na wo mo bo aban yechi se aban yi moa wo mu sikasem ay basa ne ade afei wo hwa eneme ne wo kasa me bede ba ko esa trend eye nsuo Vincent Asefo ade ato no wo a wo bisa how many days nie na onya nsuo wo fie a wo chese nsuo nsu ni honom na we nyina ekoso se no krese de omo na sove yaba na sove ne baye na enipa makoma so hanji chemu no aduosia nwotwe ese niam ekoyi ene ma ne monwa
na se ene yanke kwakoto ba enka His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enya 68% since utufri makasa
uti 68 no say 60 kra nka 40 it uti 80 free 40 ma 32 which means 38% MPP nyaye no kra no sisa safri so
Dabi ona se ai chada muni ayi mu so 4% nti emfa se be 8 na free so
free so so ade ase
nti ekoto ba na ye ya enka MPP kura 30%
ya eti dibrata said the Jamaican san say on say info analytic last year omu ye bi am omu de be tudwa still now the government of Ghana John Dramani Mahama people na say majority no efisa memoni ekoyie but you read this year mu na no ma sha say di koko ho nsem edeba and indeed eye no kre say sikasema ya mampanyina kra to nanum tu a wo makọ ho emergency cabinet meeting ni ade a eti eno na hemwanwa na IEA Institute of Economic Affairs no sabi ekro to omu nya mfikyire bia ekuo bia in fact met me akase wo mpo hyase eja info analytic here it is a ban pools so wo conduct no mo hwe niam mu a wo mo nye ade bia ye sumo obi any ade and you can't even associate any political party to them so wo mo ye party A anasa party B yeti wo hwe mu a wo mo chiche mu na ye nwura mu kakra na yenko yanim survey na wo mo ye no overall performance no eno mbisai se amemwo no say ne si eko eno na Ghana for hanji chemu na duosia nwotwe se ekoyie pa a wo mo de bae afi ye overall performance na maka ni nyina adwuma sam ene niema ni sikasam mo fi se ekoyie afi wo mo ba sheda ye economic economic deɛ no sika sama nkasa paa no sɛ no mu nsa niema ɛkɔ ɔbɛn sɛ no si tutu ne sika sam ho ɛne ade a ɛno so ɔha ne kyɛmu no aduoso 9 74% Ghanaians say sika sam deɛ ɛyɛ top notch a aban yi ɛkɔ n'anim paa ɛna wɔn ɛba job creation sɛ so far na ban ne ba yɛ nkyɛn afinie sɛ no mu si ho aban no kwan a ɔpɛ so ɔfa so na ɔma nnwuma ɛbɔ ɔman no mu ɛno nso 67% ɛna wɔn si wɔn hu sɛ aban ne bɔ no mmɔden ɛwɔ adwuma bie mu Ghana fo no wɔn di nkɔmɔ wɔn ankɔ NDC headquarters wɔn wie ɛna wɔn ba yɛfrɛ bibi more pressing issues ɛnneɛma Ghana fo bi kan ya wɔn fi sɛ no deɛ aka kakra ɛwɔ sɛ aban no hwɛ no yɛ wɔn ka adwuma sɛm unemployment asɛm sɛ ɛhɔ deɛ aban na yɛ John Dramani Mahama no fene ni nhwɛ hɔ yie paa na wɔn hwɛ sɛ ne bɛyɛ a ɛnneɛma bɛtimi akɔ yie di ama wɔn eti wɔn nwe mu no na faafa no ɛna ma kyɛ mu no the brighter ɛka de akyerɛ sɛ so far so good
eti sɛ yɛn so yɛbɛtena ha na yɛka no kwa na yɛkyɛm so sɛ deɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ yi a obisi mu yɛ propaganda
no enti na me hyɛ aseɛ me kyerɛ mu wedi obia minim sɛ wɔn a hwɛ yɛn yɛhwɛfo yi sabe obia no yɛ bayira abrewadwo ofo na yɛ smart na ade hwɛ yɛn na no gogo na kɔpɛ IEA pɛ wɔn nsɛm na ready wobɛhu the kind of institution a wɔn yɛ enipa wɔn ɛyɛ mu adwuma ne adeɛ nyinaa no wobɛhu na wɔtena se no abisa sɛ so deɛ IEA ayi gyen adokɔ emensa a electoral commission wonim sɛ ɛhɔ na no yɛ adwuma okay it has been alleged sɛ ne krumpo ɛna ebie saa institution yi ɛne adeɛ eti ka obi bɛka sɛ ɛne saa ne tempo deɛ a sɛ deɛ esi nim na binom ka gye mensa sɛ ne nua ɛne na Adanko Akufo Addo ne yiri deɛ ɛne nanka NPP kakra ɛne na mu ne adeɛ but wɔn de ba yɛ no majority of Ghanaians ɛnyɛ me nam tia deɛ meka na mmom Ghana fo mu si abɔnte a randomly wɔn no mu edi nkɔmɔ no ɛna se ne me ekɔ edi brighter we don't need survey to be frank so bedi no credit amount ho we don't need a survey ansa ne ehu se John Dramani Mahama amamwe yi wo bɔ no homoden da bia ye ka of course enye 100% and entimi nya 100% da because na ne ma kra ye 100% anke bia anka bonsam kra ne nyankopon ko mo ntawantawa ama bonsam ama asase so ne ade enti enipa da sane a wo bu amamu die untumi nya bibia pepepe ba bi bɛkɔ achew kakra but ye majority no send the siko deɛ ɛkɔ achew ene deɛ aba beto dwa kokɔ asɛm yi deɛ ɛkɔ achew ene aba beto dwa ɛyɛ nsuo ene nsuo ye betimi de sobo na boye nyinaa yɛ ho senya aban no na akɔ so ene me no ka sɛ more than 60% of our water bodies are destroyed enum nso na Ghana Water Company enya nsuo ɛda dani eyi ye wudro ne ade de firimu ɛde brɛ yɛn eti ɛba ne saa ɛyɛ menum mienu ye maamenum ye nuanom ye namfonom ye kununom ye mpranom the illegal mining a ɔmo ye eti eno no yentimi mfa sobo no ɛmfa nkɔbɔ aban no but when it comes to cocoa sector hɔ na sikasam akɔyɛ achew na ɔmo ntimi twan dia of course sɛ de meka no mampanyi John Dramani Mahama na agye atom sɛ ɔman na yɛ mo yɛ ho sobo sɛ yentimi a raise fan ne amfa mobra nti animu ya omo be eno de betimi apia de ato aban no but ensuo yentimi mfa sobo ne mo aban no apart from that no the brighter tell me say tabay na nyema enhye dan ko yie emfa maye obekɔ education obekɔ agreg me no ka say ye Haruna Dusu a wo ye education minister abo anan akɔ company na eye pad adia mas free SHS no akɔ survey ehun sɛ de wo mu si eye pad no fantastic job and wo mo ye no ebebru bia wo school mu bia wadu sɛ obu nsa bia no obu nsa obenya mo ase na ade ato ase enti wo mu bisa social policy no ebi ne de ni ebi na makan eno nti survey na bandibrata to be frank samega me tan ka tem say e bia eye me nwanwa anasa ade na abasa enye me nwanwa because me ye Ghana ni me kodwom me to ade me hu ne e koso me te ne e koso me kenkan bi and everything shows say for now so far so good etina ana John Mahama mamu no besesa de a I don't know but in prayer yet here if 2025 edi besi na February year 2026 die achinye bia ne ho say 68% no me kra ye nwanwa na wo senka at least be 70 de nko oduru oh yeah
68 enye easy o na say ai even na no Adanko Akufo betena konwa no so no 2020 yekoto aba no so say vote onya say ai enye easy say yakase yekoto aba kwa na obi beka so onya 60%
ye no kre me no ken ye no kre ba sa wo niema mienu amabodin se no na so far ese akọ achew kakra ensuo no me de ko hye garamsey yi na cocoa so for him send me no na ba ne man ko yi o e de bia beka security and some kakra enti wo pa je say we no nyina na 38% ate de free so na nti won timi nya 70 na at least 2 bi de na nka wo se beso so
se me mfa ne se bibi ti se akuafo sei o se enne ukobu se akuafo meka se niam nko yi because eniam no bo so atete ama ese o man no mfa ne se ye de ye fili because ukoto banche 10 cedi a nipa be 3 4 mbetimi ye di banche mbetimi ya ofu ani but onu kwani na onu na kwokwo dodo si ade na ayefo dodo
se na do dan kwakufu ado penso banche boto na wo to ne 1000 ene almost 400 ne 1 million kura ye meto ebro boto kodu 3000 beans e kodu 3000 ene wo almost 1000 so ye nto e wo hono mo enti onu kwani na office na wo 3000 office na ye ma no menso na me koto ate aba 1000 menso mani age e wo hono mo but at the end no so ye kwani na so wo tena se no ye analysis na no hwani ya sa time na wo ton wo beans ne boto ba ko 3000 no now cement ba ko ye 120 now betimi dey ato how many bags and near water on 1000 no cement here 75 baby they just 70 and also between the how many bags so sit down make this analysis as a farmer na un say be mo say enfum so bia mamu because esotia et no aban no so hwe ama eye dollar no rate na aba fom enu nti won so won niam wo koto no ye yi so won koto nse kanena enti eko eba besi hono mo a je say eye nice pa enti de meka cha ba mo mantim nyende eba se ya na tirimu de e mo timu nyaro de koso na konkonden ma inkinkom na ne manya fine
na MTN Ghana o say abrofo dia na abrofo na kasa omo 2025 abusia asembisi yente yasudi abrofo de omo kasa na wante wasudi a wunti o but yekoba ye besan chem nti yente sama omo de atoja se 2025 eniema koye papa quick one yenkomra.
Business wants a stable macro environment. And that's what we got in 2025. I mean, it gives me a little bit of joy sometimes when I go back to SA and I say to people, our currency, the cedi, is stronger than the rand. Yeah. That gives me a little bit of...
It's judged the best in Africa.
Exactly. And it's the best improving. So beyond just the macros of the exchange rates, you know, the inflation, every single large company like us wants stability. That's the most important thing because we plan 2-3 years in advance. Investments are made. We will invest over $300 million this year in Ghana. Now we need to know that investment is not going to pay off in 1 year. So as a CEO, as a business, we need to know this is a stable economic future. And that's what brings such certainty to us as a business. That, hey, we will keep investing because we see a stable economic macros in place. And we're glad to play our part as part of this ecosystem. We're the largest taxpayer in the country. So we do contribute and we're confident. We have that confidence. And I think when you have a stable macro, it brings business confidence. And when I speak to all my colleagues in other companies, that business confidence is highly pervasive throughout all of us.
And I guess looking at how the various macroeconomic stability has been over the period, you were able to make some great strides. Walk me through some of the strides you were able to make during the period.
Well, I think one of the big things for us is when you've got a strong currency, for example, everything we spend on the network. So if I spend $200 million, $250 million, like last year on the network, I'm taking cedis paying dollars. So obviously I've got more, I can get more because obviously I've got a stronger, so that allows me to invest more. And that's really, really important because we got more spectrum last year, which allowed us to improve the network quality, but then we had to add equipment to do that. So if we didn't have these stronger economic conditions, it would have made it very difficult because we would have been given the spectrum but not being able to put the equipment. So those things become really important for us because that's one of the biggest areas that is a challenge for us. But it also means that if other industries are performing and if the average Ghanaian's got more money in their back pocket, more disposable income, then everyone's better off. And as you know, last year we gave 15% extra value on data for no additional cost.
So we MTN Ghana broni fita and nedru baby no kasem bi wase ai nadia no ay dollars no kokoto enti ogigi di cedis a no de call in dollars enti ena sasa ay dollar ay 17 cedis a sidi say no obedi ebetumi akoto niema no de abaga ma omo de aye adwuma but ene do sidi no wan yedin no eboa wo omo adwuma ne koso akwekwa ne nwura
no kan brofo ne say
o si na no kan brofo no kan wante
o se watch them they was yet on that and now brofo some oslo so the was yet brofo na papa na kan mu no ho kakra na ukutu ye no se am pesa wo sade ho no
me ko saito me ko aban school ye no ye timi tro but ye timi nka
emfa meye wo mo a wo mo de single mother e de aye disability no emfa saito me disability ye saito fo onim saito fo a wo mo wo kroma ma brofo dana no
ko saito o international school
I completed Saito before and then I made Sako international school. Oh, Saito na me complete ye JHS nyina. And then I made Sako school be ma me Sako private.
Sako ani nyina so ko private school. Me so me ko private school da. Saito na mko enti brofo no se me yesa me kasa no. Ene ma no mfa. But se me translate ya betwi no me kan ade na me tiase.
But se wo de wa no ka no. I want a program wo no. Oh right. What should you mu kama? Ntene nsema wo kan nyina ni tofu abo no. Ene se ono nso na wo ye dwadini no o ye businessman no ne ho dwiri no eye nakono se de o man ni sikasam ne beduru me bi kura no na ebibrem ha nyina no sidi ne gira ne na so no na ne je pa to so bon kompo no be hwe na chi sei na wo se sa na ekwa na eye na ho se wo ye adwuma wo Ghana ha because ebo ma ni sika wo de be hyem de di dwuma no sika no eye kama ebo ma otimi di sika mo e be se adwuma no mu e ba adwuma no konkan a wo bo aban na baso di brighter ja bia meka da bia meka wo a wo se wo ye no kwafo wo ye otrofo miracles aboagenom ane wo mo maka de Vincent asefo adom de da bia obeka cho se dollar na so te ye no amfa so pepe bia ama baro mfa dollar ndi djuma nche MTN fo miracles asefo wo mfa dollar
o twen adwen si bibi so na miracles aboage ba no aba beka se dollar na eso ate no emfomfa so papa bia amro man Ghana wenzu ebroni fita na broni fita no so se dollar na eso ate no ade no eboa
entim wo miracle no wo di dollar di dwuma che broni na na
entu betie broni na betie miracles
enti wo se eboa kra wo mo services ne ade na ho de me wie ma beto no krapa service be na wo ka no enti eye good aye plus
osanso kirem se ade no attract investors
oh and yeah
oni ne namfofo a wo amononi di nkomo
and of course because o man bia sikasam ya ko Zimbabwe ko we ebra wo musikasam ekọ achewo a wo befa Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia say economic wizard don ko boa wo mu no ekoduru ba bia no na ya di sika guhu ba lom na otimi di akoto pan no ba ko wo ko say no kra ebesa ema investors dwane omo peso omo ba no nso ma na mo man mo ya den wo ya ho hwia enye yi but emna wo sikasam be hya se ekosoro egira ne namuro so na timi egira brane no wo tre customers wo tre adwadifo because ahanu obi ya be wo se ene emi di sika kohyem na me koya adwuma wo kuro no mu a enya de ameboka nya de am sika be seye enti ma me mfam sika enkoko wuramu enti eye no kra e wo hono mo eboa amadwadifo na wo mu di dwa no enya mfaso na aboa ma yenso aye akoto ne ma no bi no yenso ye ho haye enti broni anu aba no abeka ne seye enye broni bia keke eho MTN awoda no Ghana ena ekasa semu who is miracles aboaje awo no tia no person prove kire say ye de enya ho mfaso and of course I don't need broni way so mra meka nchem say dollar no niam ko ye ntin ena aminim dada but ebe boa mbesem kena ema ye hu ebiem se waka ne sadia ena na out of coverage area no doso they should try as much as possible to make sure that the network of MTN no ejina ne naso because out of coverage area no doso the better a man say me no tia me kura me phone me the same MTN da ba ko so na de frɛ ba ko ba bia ujana no aka say out of coverage area oba pick call no ntimi nkasa hello I don't think that they are doing this ewa approach US no ni UK no untumi nya saade no so wadie tum so man ni sika sam no koyie and aboa wadwuma de a e wo so wudi gina so na ya ntotoye na the network problem na haya wo Ghana ha no yetimi solve e bedru be bi beda be sorry na MTN mobile money a odi di dwuma the whole day so untumi nyiska ade ya network na corrupt e untumi nyiska like how untumi nya say wa abrochire and he knows it So want to mean this answer no UK and US. And to say abba no nya won faso de a yesi ofe nsuo no abi ne de no anadwene. And to won use sam faso no the benefit a wanya de free the government and near more de gugu akwam ama ne ma ekoyie no. Na onyina so no mfanya bibi. And am no kasai. Oko John Dramani Maham ne warder. Wa ko post to Kwabena for de ato. No caption. And I read meanings. And so we read the caliber of Kwabena for and in the team said he was being was a casemuna. At a near being was a papa poster or post to the chess or behind the scene or support no. And I'm economy conkai. It is economy na conkai. Now as a CEO mua. When you're some faswa, a dear never saw ye. What the near to talk him and Juma Woyono or mining yam faswa at the free home. It is the American see you no. Samasa. What in faswa been when Yadia? Bomoding na MTN and go here and but I don't blame them because ya tongue ya diana menabedu telese. Yen Yanka so mine diano kofoba baton yentimi ama hombra. And no woman so your margin some bobra papabia. And MTN wine sabia quarter sadia wako ni flafo kromu. Nipa bakwan and you no. Oh, any tono. 1 year sitting and until womudin semunu. Nanka yenya competitor adema woma. Kebian commonyasa.
Quick one, Yentu Mikana, Encotin Samoa, Honorable Chairman Sabusu, Area Tuga, here Koba, Abusia, and somewhat cheaper.
Bantama, a casem, a Luther, and so can the same thing. Say, qua ye kono, to say the first chapter near over. A binum Ukraine were misguided. Now, so ye no, ye party back. Into reconciliation in Kabumuno, Edumano, Mama ye. Mama area mfi say MPP for yaka ye ho abomu ni nyina wie no krampo no our own strength ain't mean for victory my yen yes a floating voters we kan ye ho let's say compare floating voters let's say yen fie at the constituency level e jada ho na beba ye party no ho nya akono party no it doesn't exist at the national level, it exists at the constituencies and the polling stations. Until I mesre mo say Papa no or the senior so say, and when we are be starting reconciliation efforts. A lot petty differences no or constituencies no. Na yema modern say ye ba bobe cooperative amanta wanta ka krebi on yet me ye free ho. Na ye nya dom no abeta nachi. Ye nya dom na meta nachi a menua ye kan nyina be ye kwa. We need to unite solidly behind him. Senior Dr. Ayo Kai no say must have absolute command in the party and over the party. The best are and what
Okay, I'm sure. Is that right? NPP. Where Honorable Chairman Sabusu, but an MPP for a mistake be. And yet, and Cambo Muamanye. And yet disaster a see what MPP Muntina Ghana for Gina so the Trabetiamo. I am a Juma Boniamo Baye, and Untina Ghana for Trabetiamo 2024. NTN say MP for come who bon cry noa. Not your mama Mfelia. Ghana for say woman Traba ma MPP BM because I Juma Mama air bono. I yentu sense ano.
Medase.
And I dear Georgia. Minim sound me out.
I was just say from me one and come back as a dear through. Unity. I said that we are Papa, dear working, Mamma, example, Kakrebi. Papa, I the head of family. Now only the Yiri Wofi, and then ma, two can warm home, and the Encabomo Hopa, and the Geo Hopa, but Sapa Pandan and Sabayedma. No Trianquarani school fees. No one year, Diana, no idea of Fiono, Ebino, the writer, Sabusian and Nijeum. Osi womo komo womo domo but e grant me to school fees in school and grant aduane ni wosi ya kikia mom keke without paying school fees sana womo ka da bia unity na me anko unity na ne refi say abra na mabunu pa adwuma aye no na o se cathedral no obesie ne refi say abra business man me Canada Japan po o kan asem no o se ni sika a da ho nim de odisika na ye but yira
nga wo be ka san wo
me dabi nyame na me nso mo example ba ko ansa na mpesa me de Canada Japan de ne ka be ka sem me
se wo sika da
de ni bi
na wo ka pre
me de me nya sika da me ni takum sa club 84 bi that's what in crowd ni bi emu ba ko atna ase Edin komo o se opepem dumienu 12 billion at the bank ohun ni ode ye onfa nkoto fa nkofa ankyene onkofa nkofa nsuo onkofa force and was abeton no aboka but gradually sika no eko scanera that was the time and the typical MPP near 12 billion that banker dollar could do 17 cities here sika no won ni ode ye okofa de ba no beton 1 billion no so won ko biemu no this was the best 1 billion e ka ho no sa nipa no wo MPP ni a emfa won ni unity e wo MPP ni mu no obeto oba de tia wo because o mana hwere na japade so the unity no anya the panacea of winning election in Ghana even though e ka ho but the women tim man say unity ne ba no no na anigye sa wo ho e de na anigye ne ba sika wo manfo botum business e kosoro economy no ye ofuka petrol sam e wo fom de okoto petrol de agu ne ka munfu a ne wo fom wo inflation ekoyie de okobo besia de akodi dwa no anisi wono e kakra bi edurumre bi wo kroma okobo besia wo banka na nsi wono ye 50% oje 1 million na obetua 1 million oje 100 million na obetua 100 million na de si ho such person no so yan MPP ni kra na unity wa MPP amanyoko no na sa adwene da ne tirimu dia that person he or she will never vote for MPP because the na mo de buy na mo ano wa boka anema nkoso wo hu ne ma yie ne ba wo secondary school na emo aspire ne no ama ne die na nkwara nya yafunyade de ade etu bi such person no so unity wo mu a na unity wo yemu na ye de ye ho na wo seda ko fa wudro de bra me ba me na die so do me na do me anka de wudro beba me enti emma so and they have forgotten say one moduma fo a one mo boy ye enu nti na de san twa we ba ye they will not talk about it e bra so say wo se ye ba ka wo begina ho de okani ya sha santema botitu si e be interchanges num ya anya eno ka ho ne edi ntwo se next time nya akonya wasam me hwe ne ye hye ba ye di so afei ya bo modern ya ne flag bearer na nka do nsa atere ne so ya ne flag bearer Mahmoud Bawumia akobọ nto aka se wa ye po alugu dam and so san wonye okoduru sem no sa akoye campaign se wo ba wo beye ni nyina ye bese Mahmoud Bawumia si ye ku anim no santo no mo wonka biem Mahmoud Bawumia ko kan se Ghana card ba ko pese yi no ehia ne interchanges be sa apem ye bese sansem ni nyina ye nsem efu Ghana fo bo enti ye bese Mahmoud Bawumia se nya akonya biem wo ba mo mekasa abai di nsemu ya ko ye de 2 million US dollars say ye ko sky train ye tue sika no and so sky train ya anye ni nyina ka hu ne edi ntwo eduru ba bie no na ye renyame ani ma na maburo mu nya adwuma nye ewo ye party mu ane Ghana ha nyina no ye discover ikosi nyame aso dan ni nyina ka ho eti mu ye rese sane ma ni nyina ni ye bejaye na afa ya ke ho abomu se be sane ya ke ho bom dia ebetumi adi nkunim osai anka we dia wanka ho nipa no so tonje no say ya ene wo tonje no wo tie wo enye presidential ambition as flag bearer deputy na wo peninti aye running
one so running
oh sure
na sana 2024 ba ya so still na who say
me say urumo obi ani won ma ya na jaka krase enias
ade de omo ye den Napo no mo de ne ba
oh o ne ba Napo
na so mo fa Napo ma mo gas ye betwen mo
woni ma na ndwen
na wo betwen
na me de me ndwen de na me
Napo na mra
ade nti no mo fa Napo na mra
se Bawumia ba dia o se Napo kan
oh frank am akọ hene wonu kra de waka oso mu ntimi nyina ponsi nchen Ashanti region minister because omu yini sinchen ayentwe omu mfa na mra ne ade a na untumi ye general party chairman abronya ye national
me say kasa na me pe MPP no tama untumi abronya kra de o de so nka so okopre
waka ho
hwa wo so okofo de
na organizer national pa nti abronya national organizer party chairman untumi flag bearer eye friends Mahmoud Bawumia na running mate Napo agro ne be so Ghana hetu obia ye bomb wo the microphone mu obia bombo untumi a obombo abronya de obombo
untumi de no me hwe untumi discover we ni o
but I will be very surprised if the current MPP is to pull low ekoto aba ma abronya se onye ne
am na ekoto aba
anya delegate am koto
da bi abronya de mfa de nto nche untumi asem ne yeka
ana me kan se wo mutu aba ade ma abronya se national organizer aba to aba de ma untumi se chairman
o de yenya abronya mfrim
untu aba ade ma untumi se chairman na MPP
ana me cho se MPP delegates umo muska ometo di omo muska no moto do mbodu ese oniska do mbodu hwan jako oniska
how can you vote for chairman untumi se national chairman
na send the baby I see na baba jama ina mami na ewe ne baba jama ko che TV anu awe ni ade
o na se ore baba jama pedigree ni ya waso east one mo no ene maame na untumi fa maame ne ntoto baba jama
na se untumi so why national chairman regional chairman the party about power
regional chairman for the first time NDC anya 33% to Ashanti region. Regional chairman for the first time NDC are in 7 cities.
No, me so me say why regional chairman the MPP aba power from opposition to power. And you man say je akufo adum na anya niema yi.
No ye niema ya ko lusu
se no anya ni yi.
As a chairman we ye niema ya ko lusu 7 seats.
Na jo ye no Ashanti region.
No bonto anu aboto aboso de ta bi nu machi a wo mo sheda me toto abadi ti abie no primaries no wo ye niema ya ko niema
wasesa
sa untumi as a party chairman etu enkabe nwa
eye me so anu so na mpe
anu na ope ba me dia me mpe no but cheja ko a decent person if not
oniska
oh for that one I agree with you
want me tiam
for that
want me so twantro minim bo cheja ko yesa ntro no tintwa MPP so de wo mo po mo betumi atwantro ha homani teacher ma untumi na aye
all right
eye campaign man sa untumi se me campaign man
ada wa man kakra dia na
da bi o ma me kakra
pa na penasem a opeso nya party chairman no
me pesa se Bawumia eye flag bearer ema MPP dia ene untumi deserve national chairman
sa masa baron sanke question so ba mu ankaye
Bawumia said the Bawumia city no di chama untumi achi se sorry to say abusuafo mo fa ncheme se obi okwa ha ye ne graman
ebe fine on
maybe chese 2024 no wo de na ekoso Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne chama untumi obi wokọ ahayo ene ne graman wokwa na chama untumi kwa na Bawumia di na chise ya so na sponsor no
recent video no wokọ Bawumia fie no oduruwa na omoto chairman and already the Bawumia they were endorse chairman untumi so I wouldn't be surprised say obenya because the sikasam ni bibia no and the same register no and that
untumi so hwe say Bawumia be flag bearer say Bawumia flag bearer dia obeboa untumi
nti enu ono dem nso
na se Bawumia nso so likely so bedem
nti enu ho na untumi dem a party chairman dem
amanfo kan say 2028 Kennedy ne be lead MPP party
enti abrane nkrabia be kire yenre enti mese ye friend say chairman sabonsu eye ne mpesua so na neye won ma ba won mo kasa no say interchange mahama te so de free for de abetu no wadi MP ho saa jampontu apen so abesi nne modwiri dan nyina to agu antimi anya interchange ama obi aba no so wo ba be ya ma sha se ka won sem tie futu ode ma party ne de omo mfa mo ma brabo a wo ma mo ne yie mfa nka ho ne ntimi nsi tane mo a wo mu nyina
quick one e de ma sie ko e be sa ba biem ya cry fo nyina